Welcome to the Go Big with Gib podcast, where we talk to professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs about their big wins. Today, I've got a very special guest with me, Massimo Mannino. Massimo, how are you today?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me here.
We just absolutely love your restaurants, and I wanted to have you on the podcast for a really long time, so thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Massimo Mannino. I'm owner of Marabella and Nino Italian restaurant. We family owner.
Now, it's my understanding that you grew up in Italy. Is that correct?
Yes, I grew up in Sicily, Italy, a little town like 10 miles away from the big city, Palermo.
We were talking earlier. I think you told me that you grew up on a farm. Tell me a little bit about that.
My father was a farmer, so I grew up on a farmer from my father's side. For my mama's side, it was they would make a cheesemaker. So I grew up on a both way, making food and everything from scratch. Yeah, I grew up on a farm. You learn the hard work. You learn how to appreciate everything. Come from how much work behind something from Mother Nature, I would say. Always got passion to cook. So since a little, always try to make my own pasta and my own sauce, but always making a mess. So my mom used to always complain about how much mess you will make it, but overall, she was helping me and learning so much a little bit.
How many siblings did your mother have?
She has 10 siblings, and they all in a kind of restaurant business they were at one point. And yeah, and that was my passion. Even it was the way I like to, it was more going to the restaurant business and learning the cooking. It was my aspiration to go there. I learned from them a little bit, and I did it. I went to Germany, worked for them a little bit, and learned the restaurant business that in the beginning it was a little hard, like I say. Sure. But like be as a young kid, working in the restaurant. When the holiday, everybody celebrate. Are you working? It was harder,
Even as a kid, you had a passion for cooking.
Yes.
And you had a lot of exposure to the restaurant business because of your mother had 10 siblings that were all in the business.
They're all in the same environment, business,
What kind of farming did your father do?
They would grow olive, and pear and lemon. That's the three things they were growing as a farming.
When did you first visit the United States?
I came when I visited my wife. She was, my girlfriend. I came here in 1992. I came to visit her, and then he ended up to stay. And a year later, we get married and went back to Italy, do the church, the ceremony there, and come back here.
Had it always been a dream of yours to come to the United States to visit America?
Yeah, visit America was one of the dreams because I grew up watching all the American movie, everything. So yeah, it was one of the things that it was a dream to come and see America. That's for sure.
I think you said that you came here in 1992. Is that correct?
1992, yeah.
And how old would you have been at that time?
I think I was 19.
About 19 years old?
Yeah.
Did you meet your wife here in America, or did you meet her in Italy?
I met my wife in Italy. She was there on vacation and in the summertime, and we meet each other, and then actually, if you want to know a little story I met my wife, she was 3 years before that.
Okay.
So I was 7, I was 14 and she was 13, but we never talked to each other. And 3 years later, we ended up to meet each other again. And that's the way, I met her up there in Sicily.
Your father-in-law was the one that originally started the Marabella up in New York, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so that's your wife's father, right?
Yes.
And then I believe that your wife has two brothers.
Two brothers.
That are your partners
my partner.
in the business,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Is your wife also Italian?
Yes.
Okay.
She's born in New York, but
But her father
is Italian.
Was born in Italy?
Yeah, come from the same town that I come from, And they were friends with my father too. They were in the young time, so there was friend. Plus there was like they got bakery up there in Sicily, and so we would buy bread from them, and my father they would buy because he left before I born anyway to the United States. But my father was friend, and they would
Sure. So they were family
family.
friends, and y'all knew each other from that.
Yeah.
You and your wife, dated for a period of time. Then you got married in Italy, and then you moved over to the United States. And I believe you moved to New York City, right?
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
And that's where the original Marabella started. Is that right?
Yeah, Marabella is in Queens, New York.
Massimo, what was it like growing up in Sicily and then moving to New York City? I mean, what was that transition like?
It is a big thing. Whatever you see in the movie and the big building, and it was it was a shock. But nice. It was nice and work for my father-in-law. It was even they welcomed me so good and learning so much for them. Yeah, it was good impact for me and learned so much from in my skill cooking, and it teach me a lot that I learned from other place. But yeah.
When your father-in-law started in New York, what role did he play in the development of Little Italy?
He went to New York and worked for this place. He went to the Italian Food Center in New York and started introduce the bread stuff. He knows how to do it. That story would never make it before. It became so popular. Everybody was come from everywhere to buy his bread, whatever he was doing, to bring back away. People that live in Pennsylvania or away, they was going there, buy and go back. And then a lot of celebrities they're going, like Sylvester Stallone and
Frank Sinatra, I think you mentioned,
yeah. So introduce something good product that it was not there yet.
How was it that you ended up in Greenville, North Carolina?
So my father-in-law has a brother lives here. He lives here. So we came one day after 9/11. We come to visit him. We were gonna move somewhere somehow from New York because the situation, but we came here visit them. We liked the place. We liked the weather. It was good, and from there, it was story about going past by from Washington. My cousin was doing some work in that area, and I saw this building for sale that I liked it. I don't even know nothing about Washington or
in
Greenville.
Little Washington, right?
Yeah. And I was my first day, and I see that, and we don't know anything about it. But we make an offer of that building, and they accept it. And 2 years later, I moved here and opened up the place, and everything went good,
The first Marabella in North Carolina was located in Little Washington, right? And you still have that location open now.
Yeah.
How many Marabella locations do you have currently?
It's 4 Marabella now.
Okay, and there's two. There's 2 in Greenville.
2 in Greenville, 1 in Wilmington, and Washington.
1 in Washington. What year was it when you opened Nino's?
I don't remember exactly. I think it was like almost 9 years ago.
As far as the different restaurants, how do you manage all of that? I mean, I know you've got 2 brother-in-laws that help you, that are your partners. Is it hard for you to manage, because you've got 4 Marabella locations and Nino's, right? So there's 5 total restaurants.
Yeah, 5 total. We all got job to do it. We have everybody's doing his own job. But overall, we have a good employee and good manager inside. That's the only secret it can be. Have a good employee, and we're blessed to. That's one of the key,
Sure.
Hire the right employee.
This episode of Go Big with Gib is brought to you by Irons Equity. At Irons Equity, we specialize in helping investors like you create long-term generational wealth and save money on taxes through recession-resistant real estate investments that create passive income for you and your family. If you want to secure your financial future, go to investwithgib.com to schedule a 30-minute introductory meeting with me, Gib Irons. Again, that's investwithgib.com. If you had to say, what is the most popular dish, do you think, at Nino's?
At Nino's? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think chicken saltimbocca.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the most popular here. And cacio e pepe would be the second one probably. Saltimbocca is very different dish. I saw my brother-in-law, he made that. He come out with that dish. It's very, you can get anywhere besides here.
I eat, here at Nino's all the time. I love to bring my kids here, especially on their birthdays. We come here for like different reasons. Obviously, the food is fantastic, but it's also the people, and like the way that you've treated us. What do you think is so special about Nino's? I mean, I think it's obviously the food is delicious, the people are wonderful, but it's like, I feel like this is like a community gathering place where people just feel very comfortable, and you have so many good relationships in the community.
Mm-hmm. We treat everybody like a family, and that's the key. We normally, and who's come here for me is support me, and I give you my heart to anybody, no matter, I don't know how to say, but for me, it's family, everybody coming here. And I welcome everybody the same kind of way, and we all have that mentality as a family. You come here to the dinner time, it's like coming to our house, because we live here. We live in this place. We live in the restaurant. So that's, my opinion, what it would be. And the community in general, like, it been doing a lot to us in a pandemic time. We'd be blessed to live in this community, because I don't think if it was another place, another area, would be survive,
Yeah.
The support we got from the community.
Yeah, you definitely have the heart of the community and a tremendous amount of support from the community here. I love the pizza at Marabella, and I order Marabella at least once a week, if not more. I just absolutely love it. What would you say is the most popular dish at Marabella? I'm kind of I love to get the thin crust pepperoni pizza, and I get it well done, and I order it like every Friday night. But what is the most popular?
Grandma pizza. It's
pizza?
a thin crust and a pan pizza with milky mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. That's the most popular pizza. I won an award from that pizza too.
What was the award called? Is that the Southeast Pizza Champion?
Yeah, Southeast Pizza Champion.
You've also won the award for the Pasta Showdown World Champion, and I believe you've won that twice, and Sal has won it once as well. Is that right?
Yes, we won that. That's one of my goals to win that competition. Was one of my going for, and
you've done it twice.
We done it twice.
Sal's
and
done
three,
it once,
yeah,
so
so
3 times total.
It was very, that's one of my proud thing that just for myself.
It's an international competition, people from all over the world, and you won first place 2 times, and Sal has won first place 1 time.
Yeah, with saltimbocca.
Okay, with the chicken.
Saltimbocca,
As far as the future of your businesses, do you see yourself opening other locations in the future? Are you looking to grow and expand, or is that kind of unknown at this time?
Right now it's unknown at this time, but definitely, who knows? Everything can change, but right now that's where we are. Spend more time with the family, because it takes a lot of time away from everybody. But
your restaurants are no secret to the folks here in Greenville. Everybody knows how wonderful your restaurants are. But for anybody that's listening to the podcast that has never eaten at Nino's or Marabella, I can't say enough good things about it. Literally some of the best food that you'll ever get in Greenville, North Carolina, really anywhere in the world. I really appreciate you being on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Go Big with Gib. If you haven't already, go follow us on social media at Gib Irons. We'll see you next time.